Hi, I'm going to make this a pretty quick video. I apologize for the lighting. I do have a light on up here. It's a little bit close on one side and not so much light on the other side. I apologize for that. I'm going to make this a pretty quick video though. If you don't think the Democrats and Joe Biden's inflation is affecting you, think again. Now, it's not just the price of everything has gone up. Now, even though gas has come down amount, a slight amount from how they had it before, we haven't really seen summer yet, right? Um, so, who's to say what's going to happen? I want to talk to you about how I know you're getting screwed over when you go to a store. One, the prices. Two, they are still without a lot of items at the store. So if you haven't prepared for a food shortage, that's on you. I'm not going to tell you to do anything you don't want to do, but I suggest you do prepare at least a little bit. Now, I want to talk about shrinkflation. Shrinkflation is when you pay the same amount or something a little bit higher for the same product but less of it. The perfect example of this is twofold. One, my girlfriend loves the little brown and serve sausages. They're usually about this long, and now they're about this long. I mean, seriously, they've shrank over an inch on each length. Two, this is our family size of shampoo. We've had this under our bathroom sink. We just got it out not that long ago. You can see we've been using it. 30 fluid ounces. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. 30 fluid ounces. Now, we always try to have a backup underneath our bathroom sink so we don't end up running out of something. Family size. 22.5 fluid ounces. And you can see the size difference. I mean, this is much bigger. This is with the same amount as far as cost goes, but it's much, much smaller. Now, I keep telling people to start some type of backup supply, food supply, whatever you can do. Now, I understand not everybody can afford this. If you can't afford it, I apologize. I'm sorry. With everything skyrocketing, rent, gas, utilities, everything, food going way up, in this recession we're in, which the White House says we're not, but with Joe Biden's inflation, things are getting pretty bad, and they're probably going to get much, much worse. Now, I do talk about my girlfriend once in a blue moon. It's her PlayStation 4. I generally don't deal with the PlayStation 4. I don't play games on it. I will work on it if I have to. But I do talk about her once in a blue moon. And the thing is, she went to, I believe it was Menards last week, and she came home with something. And I'm really proud of her for thinking about this. And I've been talking about this for a while. It's just we haven't had the money, but she had a little bit extra money, and this is what she decided to buy. Now, I don't know why she bought lettuce. She really cannot eat lettuce. She did go through cancer twice, and the radiation rotted out all her teeth, so she had to have all her teeth taken out because the radiation just ate them away. So she can't eat lettuce, but she can eat everything else once it's cooked. And I'm really glad she bought this. Little finger carrots, they're small carrots. They grow pretty quick. Tomatoes, peas, green beans, and potatoes. Now, if I said, I believe I said tomatoes. Now, this is not a lot of seeds, but given the fact that we do not have a lot of property, this is plenty for us. In a bad situation, I can take 25 feet of property and 5 feet across, 6 feet across, and grow a decent garden for me and her. But if you don't think things are going to get bad, then don't prepare. But if you think things are going to start getting really bad out there and something happens, at least you have a way to, one, if you buy seeds, grow your own food. Two, you can trade seeds off for other things. Now, it does take a while for things to grow. That's the issue. And it depends on when you plant these, they might not even grow. So you have to hopefully plant them at the right time. Now, the price of seeds have been going up. I'm going to go through the price. $1.89 per pack. $2.49. $1.99. $2.29. $2.29. $2.49. And $3.89. That's quite a lot of money for some seeds. And there's not a lot here. It does tell you when the best time to plant is on the pack. These, most of these are pretty quick growing seeds within 90 days. So, inflation's hurting. Food prices are going up. Power bills are going up. Utilities. Everything's either going up in price or it's the same price and their items are getting smaller. That also includes some food. For the White House and Joe Biden to come out and say, we're great, we're dandy, we're perfect, we're not in a recession, and, all this other BS they're saying, they're lying to you. Whatever you want to do is fine, it's up to you. Now, I mainly made this video to show you what the stores and these people who make these products are doing. They're getting smaller. Much smaller. The sausages my girlfriend eats when she's home, she has waffles and sausage. They're much smaller than they were a month ago. The shampoo. It still says family size right there. Family size. Much smaller. See, this was a family size. Much more in here. So, if you don't think inflation is going to affect you or hurt you, you'd be wrong. Now, I want to thank everybody that does watch my videos and leaves a comment. I do try to reply to every comment. If any of my videos helped you out, I thank you for watching, and I hope it does help someone out. I want to go through something really quick before I leave. I have a 3 amp hour battery for here in the house. So what I did was I just rigged up a little system on it. Now this is the type of same plug that I have outside on my solar. So I can plug in USB and 12 volt stuff. I can also hook up a DC to AC power inverter to it, of course. And I do leave this battery in the house. I can also hook up the 30 watt solar panel in the window to keep this charged if I need to. And I did put some big terminals on it, so I can actually hook things like jumper cables up to it, or alligator cables, alligator clips. And if I don't want to charge this with solar, I can use my battery charger and hook it up to these big terminals right here. And yes, this is not the one that's outside. It is still outside on my box. So I have a variety of ways to get some type of power. And you can see I do have fuses. Let me see if I can get this open without dropping this battery, because it's heavy. I have a 15 amp fuse on the side that goes to the 12 volt round plug, the round one. And this, I do not have a fuse in. The fuse is right here on the front, taped down. It's a 5 amp fuse. And you're probably asking why I did this. Because this has a light that stays on all the time if it's hooked up. And I do not want it running. I do not want the battery being drained any way, shape, or form. Alright, let's get back to the seeds. I do have some potatoes over here in a bag that are starting to sprout. I could plant them potatoes and get more potatoes. We now have some seeds, and we plan on getting much more seeds. Because if you can control the food, you control the population. And that's what the government's trying to do right now, is control the population. And if you're in a situation where you're the only one that's growing food, then you're in a real good situation. I mean, people will act as your security. People will do manual labor to get a few vegetables. So, a few packs of seeds. Depends on what you eat, what you like. You can have radishes. You can grow corn, peas, green beans, watermelon, cantaloupe. Depending on what you like, what you eat, is the seeds you get. But make sure you know your growing zone. That's really important when you buy seeds. You don't want to buy something that only grows in like zone B, like 2B, and you live in zone 4A. Find out where you are and find out your growing zone and find out what grows there the best, and then go from there. Once again, inflation's hurting everyone. It's hurting us, it's hurting you. All I can say, the 2022 midterms are almost here. And we can see idiots still vote. Ilhan Omar just won her race. Barely, but she won it, which means idiots still vote. Whatever they vote will affect your life. And if you don't think it does, look at what's happened since idiots voted in Biden. Look how your life is turning out. Look how your finances are turning out. Look how everything's going in this country. It's not good. Get prepared if you can. If there's any way possible for you to prepare, put some food back, get some water put back, buy some seeds. Any way you can to prepare. Start now if you can. Because in a few months, there may not be any food in the grocery stores. We don't know. But from the way it looks, even if there is, items are getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. Once again, I appreciate people that do watch my stuff. I apologize for the light really being on one side here. I have every light on in this apartment, and, you know, what can I do? Try to get ready. And vote out these damn Democrats in the 2022 midterms, because if you don't, your life is just going to get worse. Alright, that's it. I'm fixing to go. Everyone have a good day. Bye.